There have been many strange and bizarre animal attacks that have never been solved. Here are some of the most terrifying ones. First, we have to look at this goat. This goat was found dead in a field in 2010. It had been decapitated, and its head was found 30 feet away from its body. The goat's owner believed that it had been attacked by a werewolf. Now, obviously werewolves aren't real, or at least there's no scientific evidence to prove that they are. But there are plenty of scary animals out there that could have done this. Its owner tried to save the dog, but whatever had a hold of the dog was far too strong. It had very strange injuries to its neck, almost as if it had been strangled. Comment below which of these attacks you thought was the most terrifying. If you want to see my short videos, then stay tuned for more content. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. And if you haven't already, then what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel. The deer had also clearly been in pain for a while, but there was no obvious cause to its injuries. The deer had simply vanished. The dog's body was later found with severe injuries to its ribs and spine. Its tail was also completely bitten off. The owner believed that it had been a wolf, but others believed it was a wild dog. What do you think could be responsible for this gruesome scene? Moving on, we have to look at this Polish man. In 2016, this man was walking through the woods when he heard some rustling in the bushes. When he turned to look, he was attacked by an unknown animal. He managed to defend himself and get home, but his injuries were so severe that he needed 120 stitches. To this day, he still doesn't know what the animal was. Could it have been a wild dog or maybe even a bear? Next, we have to look at this incident in India. A man was walking through the forest when he saw a snake. She screamed, but her family didn't hear her. They only realized the next morning that she had been covered in hundreds of tiny red spots. Her whole leg was swollen. She had been bitten by some sort of insect, but to this day, they have no idea what it was. He decided to pick it up, but then the snake's owner came out of nowhere and bit him. The owner, a massive cobra, then proceeded to attack the man's friends. 4 people were bitten and taken to hospital. But the man who had picked up the snake initially was bitten a total of 12 times and almost died. Now we have to look at this Polish woman. She had gone camping with her family when suddenly she felt something latch onto her leg. Next, let's look at this French bulldog. This French bulldog was being walked in the woods when it was attacked by a wild animal. Finally, we have to look at this deer. This deer was found in a field one morning by some walkers. Now it's time for you to make your voice heard.